Okay, good evening. Welcome everyone to the Peabody City Council's Committee on Drug Education and Awareness. This evening we're going to get brief updates from a lot of fantastic work that's being done in the city with respect to the opioid epidemic and fighting that as a community. And we the city of Peabody, is a city that has been focusing on that and working together with the fire department, the police department, and several initiatives with the Peabody Y, the Colton Buckley Foundation, and the Citizens Inn. So we're going to have those folks come up and share with us their initiatives and their progress and what they have going on. And then we had raised some money this year with the Dan Pimenta Long Drive and Drop for donate to these causes. So we'll be donating some money as well to that. So we'll start off. I know that Police Chief Griffin is here tonight. If you could come up, Chief, and tell us a little bit about what the Healthy Peabody Collaborative and the Police Department are doing with respect to drug education and awareness in the city of Peabody.
Thank you, and thank you, everybody. We really appreciate the donation that you've provided for us. That was delivered to the police, well, will be delivered to the police department, and we're going to funnel it down to the Healthy Peabody Collaborative, who work with us, and they work with the health department on a lot of issues in the city. And their basic approach is building positive youth development through healthy choices. They work on the 40 developmental assets that have been scientifically proven that if kids develop a lot of these type of assets as they're younger and as they get older, they'll make healthy choices and positive choices, which leads them away from drug abuse or any other type of abusive behavior. They work in the school system from kindergarten up to the 12th grade. Each section has different projects that they do. In the 3rd grade, they make bookmarks. In the 4th grade, they do essays on positive development, and they, just as a couple of examples, and they get rewards, they get gift cards and things like that. And in the packets that you all have on your tables, every student will be getting a Be Kind button, and some students get the pens, depending on which grade they're in, what they'll be doing with either Sandy and Sarah. And it's in conjunction with the school teachers and the principals, and we make presentations to them, and it's really a wonderful program. They also work with the fire department and with Sharon Cameron, as you know, with the adults that are involved with the opioids, and trying to work with them and counsel them and get them into treatment as best we can after the fact. But most of their work is done in prevention in the school system, building positive relationships and making good connections. And some of the assets are listed in the packet that you have, and it's a positive youth development approach that they take that's scientifically based by the Search Institute, and it's all outlined here in the packet that you have.
Thank you, Chief. And with me this evening is Council Brosignol and Council Charest as members of the committee. Do either of you have any questions for the Chief? Any other members? Any questions for the Chief? Okay, well, thank you very much, Chief. Thanks for coming out tonight. Appreciate it.
Thank you again.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you. Good night.
And next up, we have Fire Chief Joe Daly to tell us what the fire department's been doing. Chief, welcome.
Thanks for having me, Ann. Primarily, the fire department works, after incident with the opioid outreach. We've been in conversation, Sharon Cameron and I and Mary Wheeler over in Lynn, and we're going to be increasing our outreach to once a week. It was once every other week. So that's where we land right now. We stand right now. It's a matter of getting out there more often at different hours so we can actually make contact. We make the percentage of contact is low right now, but that's where our efforts lie.
And Chief, what's the name of that program? I forget.
Just the opioid outreach.
Thank you. Tom or Ed, do you have any questions for the Chief? No? Okay, thank you, Chief, very much. And next, we have the Buckley family is here to represent the Colton Buckley Foundation. I know Lisa and Kristen will be joining us to tell us about their program, what they've accomplished, what they plan to do, and also announce their run is coming up next month, I think, right? Excellent. Welcome.
Do you press this? Yes.
No, it's-
No? Sorry. Okay. Well, thank you for having us. We're going to be having the 6th annual Colton Buckley 5K. So over the past 5 years, we've been able to support our community. We've raised $50,000 to, and have donated to local organizations such as the Citizens in Transition of Peabody, Foster Forward, Learn to Cope, Strong Wings Project, and the Boston Bulldogs. We'll be having the 6th annual race on November 10th at 10 a.m., starting and finishing at the City Hall in Peabody. Our race was again recognized by North Shore Road Race Guide as one of the premier 5K races on North Shore. The night before our road race, we will begin hosting a free pasta party at the AOH in Peabody from 3 to 7. Followed by a vigil at the City Hall, which is open to the public. We'll have plenty of food, ice creams, silent auctions, music, tables to create luminary bags with personal messages. Once again, we thank you for your generosity over the years, which is greatly appreciated. Colton Buckley Foundation will continue to help those suffering from addiction with your support and break the stigma in association with this substance abuse. And the website to sign up online is www.northshoretiming.com. Thank you.
And who do you have with you tonight?
I'm sorry, this is Kirsten and my two daughters, Ava and Leah.
Great. Thanks for coming out, girls.
Thank
Any
you.
questions? Yes, Councilor Gravel.
Thank you. I'm not on the committee, but I do want to congratulate the Buckley family for putting on this 6th race. Gravox pleased to be a title sponsor again this year, and we appreciate all that you do for raising money for this cause, because it's a very serious thing, and it's a difficult thing, I know, for you as a family, but you're doing a great thing for this city, so please keep it up, and we'll always be there for you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Gravel, and I'll echo that. $50,000 you've raised over the past several years is really incredible, so keep up the good work.
Thank you.
And we also have with us this evening Rob Lowe, the Executive Director of Teregian YMCA. I know they're doing a lot of great work there. If you could come on up, Rob, tell us everything you're doing.
Be happy to. Well, I just want to start by thanking the council for having us and thanking you all for the support. So just to give you a quick update, then I'll turn it over to my colleague Chris, who will share some things that we have in the works. So about a year ago, I was able to share with you kind of how we got into this work. We had a conversation around our senior staff table around this issue and really started to process through what can the Y do. And the first thing we realized is we had to get smart on this issue. And so we had a senior staff training, a Narcan training, and that really prompted some questions and some discussion around our future direction. So we took a real simple approach at first. At the YMCA Metro North, which is comprised of Peabody, Lynn, Saugus, Melrose, and Stoneham, we did things as simple as putting brochures and different pamphlets and informational material at each of our lobby areas. And I was really lucky to be the one to put that material out in Peabody, and I kid you not, within 5 minutes, I saw someone do a double take, and they stopped and picked something up. And so that was just kind of a neat thing to see. We've done some significant work in providing health and wellness options. We've run a recovery yoga program that's 100% free to anyone that will come. Chris will share how we're going to expand that. We are running a families in recovery program every other Sunday that is 100% free. so please spread the word. We're also looking at building our organizational capacity in developing 3 different levels of training for all of our part-time staff, for all of our management staff, and for anyone that might be certified in things other than yoga that have a connection to this work. And then the final piece that I'll share about is we have put together a task force. We're working with Healthy Peabody Collaborative. We're working with the city, Sharon and the health department. We're working with Bridgewell. So we've put together a team that can really help to inform the work moving forward. So I want to turn it over to Chris to talk about what's next.
Again, thank you for your support. My name's Chris. I'm the Health and Wellness Director at the Trigian Family YMCA. I've had the pleasure of working with the direct service portion of our programs that we're running. Our recovery yoga program has been growing, and we've already, we're setting in stone another course to start over in Lynn. One of our main goals is to get our services a little bit more accessible. So we're looking for a location, hopefully right here in downtown Peabody, to start offering even more classes. And like Rob said, expanding our health and wellness offerings more than just yoga. Yoga isn't quite for everyone, so we want to make some more accessible pieces, some more things that are really going to help people. We also want to build in some assets right at our branch into our early learning program, creating some more healthy lifestyle choices for early learning and our out-of-school time kids so they can make some healthier choices later on down the road. I did want to share a very quick story from one of our members. He's been benefiting from several of our programs now. Brady, he is 22 years old now. He's been coming to the Y for about 1.5 years. About 3 years ago, he had a pretty severe overdose from heroin use. After a 2-month coma, waking up with no use of his body, not even being able to talk, in and out of hospitals, finally making his way back home, he found his way to the Y. He's been working with one of our personal trainers, working through several programs there at the Y. The first day he came in, his head was down, pulled his hoodie over, didn't want to be seen. He's now found his welcoming environment and almost his second home. He's there for several hours every single day. He's up using a walker since not being able to walk at all, thanks to one of our trainers. And he's now happy to be there, happy to be part of the community. He's now actually working to help spread the word of awareness.
Thank you. I have a question. Is it Chris?
Yes.
What's your last name, Chris?
Tognazzi.
Tognazzi. Thank you, Chris. You mentioned you're looking for space. Is it in the downtown area? Could you elaborate on what you're looking for so if the council can help you or if the city can help you, we'll have more information of what you're looking for?
Want me to step in?
Yeah.
Sure. So we realize that the Y isn't the easiest place to get to. It's busy, it's bright, and we want to look for a space where people could potentially walk to so that we can bring health and wellness options to people more easily. So if there's any, one thing that's as part of Rotary, I know that we volunteer at St. Clair's Church once a month to feed the homeless. That could be an option, but we're looking for any recommendations that you guys might have.
Now, how large of a space are you talking about?
I would say probably something that could seat 25 people. And that's accessible.
Okay, that's good to know. We'll take a look around and
That'd
see.
be great.
see-
And we're looking at expanding probably Q1 of 2020.
Okay, and how many times a week would you need this space? Or a month, or
Probably starting with once a week.
once a week space for 25 people? Now, 25 is this going to be another yoga program, or is it 25 just seated? Is it a forum, or?
We're still determining that. It may be a yoga program, it might be a mindfulness program, but we will, by that point, we'll have already had 2 yoga programs, so I think our thinking is to figure out another option for people.
Sure, and I'm asking simply just to visualize the actual space that you need. Councilor Rossignol?
Thank you, Madam Chairwoman. One of the places that just came to my head is the Black Box Theater that's not really utilized during the day. That might be a space that you may want to venture into. It's right downtown. It's handicapped accessible, and it's not, the back portion's not really used during the day, and it's a pretty open space, so might be a perfect venue for a perfect idea. So just a thought.
That's a great idea. Appreciate the suggestion. And yeah, we're just looking more for an open space. We would be...
That's a great idea, Tom. So maybe we'll help you try and follow up on that. That's an excellent idea. Thank you. Any other comments? Thank you very much. Keep
Thank
up
you.
the good work. You're doing great work there. Chris, thank you for coming out and keep up the good work. And thank you very much. And last, we have Corey Jackson. Do I see Corey Jackson here? Or anyone from the Citizens Inn? No, okay. Well, Citizens Inn is also doing some great work. I know they had been referenced earlier. They offer a Citizens Inn recovery program where they actually keep families together in a living situation and provide them recovery services and help families stay together during a time of recovery. So they do some great work there too. So those are the things that we wanted to bring to light tonight to let everybody know that the City of Peabody is working together with private and public services to address the opioid addiction, and we will continue to fight that fight with everyone. And so we did raise some money, and Councilor Gravel, I may embarrass him. He's so generous. Probably one of the most generous people that I know, he and his wife, Kathy. And for the past 2 years with the Long Drive drug fundraiser, he's been extremely generous. And this year, not only was he a gold donor, but he also helped sell about 50 of the golf ball in the golf ball drop, so he was very helpful. And Todd Buckley as well, he sold a lot of raffles on the golf ball drop too. So, but David, I can't thank you enough for all the support that you have given the city, and I certainly am going to miss you when you retire and move on, but I also know that you will be committed to all these great causes well after your departure from the council. But I want to thank you very much, especially for your support for this very important issue that we have in the city and across the state. You've been really out front with it, so I thank you for that. And yes, Councilor Rossignol.
Thank you, Madam Chairwoman. Before we get into the monetary portion, I just wanted to thank Citizens Inn, the Colton Buckley Foundation, the YMCA, the Police Department, and the Fire Department for all you do. You are the lifeblood when it comes to what we're trying to accomplish here and getting the word out regarding drug awareness, and you're on the front lines and you're putting yourself out there. And I just want to commend all 4 of these groups, 5 of these groups for a job well done. So thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Rossignol. Councilor Charis?
Thank you. Yeah, I'd just like to personally thank everybody who's involved with this. As like I'm sure many of us, I lost a nephew to this horrible disease, and it's painful for me, and I know it's painful for everyone else that this touches. So the fact that these people are stepping up and trying to do everything they can and bring it out of the darkness, it really does save lives just by simply talking about it. So again, thank you all.
Thank you, Councilor Charis. And would you like to start off with the donations from the
I
City
would.
Council's Drug Awareness Committee? Thank you.
I would. I'd like to make a motion to donate $1,000 to the Citizens Inn treatment. So move.
You heard the motion. Roll call on the motion.
Councilors Rossignol,
Yes.
Charis,
Yes.
Manning Martin.
Yes.
Motion carries 3-0.
Councilor Rossignol?
Thank you. I'd like to make a donation from the Drug Education Awareness Committee in the amount of $1,000 to the Colton Buckley Foundation. So moved.
Heard the motion. Roll call on the motion.
Councilors Rossignol,
Yes.
Charis, Manning Martin.
Yes.
Motion carries 3-0.
I'd like to make a motion to donate $1,000 to the YMCA Recovery Program. So move.
You heard the motion. Roll call on the motion.
You're going really fast.
Sorry.
Councilors Rossignol,
Yes.
Charis,
Yes.
Manning Martin.
Yes.
Motion carries 3-0. Thanks for going slow.
Well, it's not often that we like to give out money, so we're really excited about it. I know. You all set, Tim? Councilor Rossignol?
I'd like to make a motion to donate $2,000 to the Peabody Police Department, and in particular the Red Ribbon Week put on by the Healthy Peabody Collaborative. So moved.
You heard the motion. Roll call on the motion.
Councilors Rossignol,
Yes.
Charis,
Yes.
Manning Martin.
Yes.
Motion carries 3-0.
Councilor Charis?
I'd like to make a motion for donate $2,000 to Peabody Fire Department. So move.
You heard the motion. Roll call on the motion.
Councilors Rossignol,
Yes.
Charis,
Yes.
Manning Martin.
Yes.
Motion carries 3-0.
Thank you. And that completes the donations that we're going to do at this meeting tonight. We still have a balance, and we will be giving, again, 2 scholarships to one male, one female high school senior this year that are going into public service, as we started that scholarship last year. And also Sharon Cameron and the Health Department may be coming to us later in the year for some funds as well, for all the work that she's doing. She might need a little help in one area. So we'll be coming back again. So I thank you, gentlemen, thank you, colleagues, and thank you for everyone coming out this evening, and keep up all the great work that you do. The City of Peabody and the Peabody City Council is behind you 100%. So keep up the good work. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion to adjourn. All in favor? Any opposed? It's a vote.